I think they were pretty big in terms of scoring total in your career too. It was like
2,000 points.
2,000th point, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why you went out there.
No.
Yeah, she knew. I got to get 2,000,
No.
coach.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure I could come back
now.
in if I was,
Yeah.
you know, I wanted to make sure that I could still play. But
we're looking forward to the Danielle Robinson-led Minnesota Lynx, and we're, like you said, we're spending a lot of time together. You know, the league has evolved quite a bit. Over the Danielle's had the last couple of years, and she probably could speak to it better. You know, kind of the end of her time in San Antonio. You know, battling the injury, maybe a downturn in the Stars, and then the trade to Phoenix. Not feeling, that comfortable right at home there, and then coming here in a transition year. So Danielle's probably got about a 3-year gap in her career that I know she's probably really excited to get back,
Yeah.
To where it was before that gap. And we think it's going to happen. Danielle's really committed to, being the type of point guard that the league requires now. She's always had the ability, to get by people's speed. She's going to be able to ball pressure. Pick and roll reads is something that, she's going to be really, really good at. And then shooting the ball. She knows she's got to shoot the rock. When you have shot credibility, you can do a lot more on the floor. So I think those are the things that we're excited about working on.
yeah, definitely. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yep.
I will remind people, go to tiny.cc/winterwear-drive to make financial gifts that are tax deductible to the 3rd annual Homeless Teens Winter Wear Drive. Thanks again to Glory Ramsey of Successful Marketing Group. Go to successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve to get a free 45-minute audit and action plan if you need her kind of marketing help. And thanks again to Shelly Bean, the Sports Queen. And go to ShellyBeanTheSportsQueen.com/Lynx Coach Reeve to get 15% off your order.
Hey, let's make sure we're hitting our goal of 8,000. That's something really big. I'm so honored to be a part of this project here tonight, to be able to help our homeless youth here in the Twin Cities. And there's a lot of ways that we can give, and a lot of different organizations. This one's really, really special. We need to help our youth, and especially our LGBT youth. So please give. And I know that we have a lot of belongings, but let's hit our 8,000 mark. That's something we all can do together.
Rebekkah and Danielle, this is an opportunity. If you have any more stories to tell about Cheryl, now's time to unload. She can't really.
We still have next season. Are you crazy?
Right, All right, come on now.
Tell me, I'll ask the players here. Tell me what it's like to play with Simone Augustus.
Go ahead, baby.
See how it brings a smile to their faces whenever you bring up Simone?
I think it's amazing. I had the chance early on in her career to play against her, and it was rough. I mean, she was hard to guard. But playing with her, it's been amazing. She's an amazing teammate. She's an amazing person. I'm sure that if she was here in town, she would be here. I'm sure that she'll find a way to give, because that's always what her heart tells her to do. Mm-hmm. So, she's fierce on the court. She's a prankster in the locker room, but she has one of the most beautiful spirits that you probably ever can come across.
Yeah, I don't know if I can top that, but yeah, definitely. I mean, being able to work with Moan, day in and day out this off season right now, it's been great. Like, I've learned so much about her. And like BB said, she's just a giver. Whatever I need, if it's a pick me up that morning or that night, she'll always, DM me something on Instagram, something funny just to make me laugh. And that's just the kind of person that she is. Always looking out for her teammates and making sure that everybody's going in the right direction.
If you all were interested in hearing Cheryl speak with Lindsay, we did a podcast over at the U with Lindsay and Cheryl a few weeks back. You can find that at talknorth.com. It was a great conversation. I'll go name association one more time. Maya Moore.
She's here?
No. Name I'm saying.
These guys.
Just like you talked about Simone. Tell me your thoughts about playing with Maya Moore.
Well,
I don't think she's here.
I've played against Maya for a long time. We're the same class. So one of the first times I played her was at Nike TLC in Arizona in high school, and they just killed us. She tried to dunk on us, and I was really upset. But now that I'm on her team, I'm much happier. But yeah, she literally is a workhorse. She literally comes in every day ready to work. And she's a leader by example. How hard she plays, the way that, she's looking for her teammates and stuff like that. So she's an awesome person. Everybody knows she's a gentle spirit. But I'm, excited to be playing with her.
She gave San Antonio the blues, didn't she?
Whoa.
She gave them the blues.
Yeah. Who are we going to have to guard her? Becky?
Becky did guard her rookie year. That's a true story. Becky Hammond guarded her in 2011, Maya's rookie year, because Maya was so soft. She would never post it up. And so they said D-Rob had to guard Simone because Becky couldn't guard Simone.
Guard her. I tried.
And so no, you did guard her. You made it hard for her.
Best of your ability.
That's right. So Becky did guard Maya. And then after that season was over, we said, Maya, we can't let that happen. And we worked on our post-up game. Remember that? You remember that?
Was it only then? I feel like she guarded her again.
No, we burned it, though. When the second time they tried to do it, we said, can't go there again.
Oh, man.
No.
Just the facts. All right. Maya, like D-Rob said everything about her game. She's definitely a workhorse. She'll give you everything she has until the head is low. She's pushing through.
And she doesn't want to come out.
She absolutely not. She's one of the most competitive people that I've ever met in my life. Honestly, and that's what makes her good, that regardless of what's going on, she's a competitor and she wants to win, and she plays that way. I think we all know that there's not a shot she won't take, there's not a play she won't try to make, there's not a steal she won't try to get. She's out there going for it and she's trying to get it. But I think tonight, one of the most important things, I think we touched on it with Simone a little bit, is the type of people that we have on this team. And again, Maya is a great person. Throughout All-Star Weekend, when everybody was trying to figure out what they can do and what party they can go to and how they can have some fun, she had a dinner for criminal justice reform because that was something that was important to her. So it's always about other people with this group.
Great stuff. And just to mix things up, yeah, please. Mix things up. Your thoughts, all three of you, on Diana Taurasi.
Why'd y'all say that?
I said this, and I'll say it to her. I actually, for the first time in my career, became a fan of hers last season because I just thought it was so impressive what she did to prepare her body in a difficult season in the WNBA. The frenetic pace of it, the number of games in a short period of time. I think she's 30. She's 36. She's a little bit younger than you, and I thought she was incredible. I thought statistically she was really good, what she brought to the table, and then obviously my experience with her over in Tenerife at the World Cup, and she's just a heck of a player, and our league needs she loves being the villain. Our league needs that, but I tell you what, right now I have nothing but respect for what she's done at this point in her career.
Yeah, definitely a lot of respect. We came out the same class, so I've been able to watch her play for a long time. But usually later on in the season, we're still playing, so we're still competing. So you don't really root for other people's successes. That's just what it is. We want to beat you. But this year, unfortunately, we didn't go as far as we wanted to go. But I was able to sit back and watch some of the semifinal games more so as a fan. And to watch her go out and do what she did, like Coach just said, so much respect. She gave everything she had. She took them as far as they could possibly go. I think that if they would have had a little bit of a better start, they wouldn't have been in that position. They probably should have been Seattle Phoenix in the finals. But, just to watch her work, just so much respect for her.
Danielle?
Yeah, and to play with her 2 seasons ago was crazy. One of the first, my welcome to WNBA moment was getting elbowed in the ribs by her. So to then now turn around and be her teammate, I was like, okay, I need to stay away a little bit. But she's the best teammate. She literally is. She will literally scratch and claw and fight, as everybody has seen, for her teammates. And I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot from her. She's, like I said, one of the best teammates. She'll be the first one high-fiving, having teaching moments with every single person. She literally wants to know, how people operate to be able to be the best teammate to them. So I enjoyed it, but I can't say that I wanted to win the semis for sure.
She far and away, the things that we like to talk about with players is pace, the pace that they play at. She far and away, Rebekkah only goes at one speed, whether it's shoot around practices, and Diana, is the same. When you are going through a 5-on-0, right? So you might walk into our gym and see certain people in a 5-on-0. It looks like Coach said go like half speed, like just jog through it. Okay, never do I want to go half speed, right? And that's I want to play at a fast pace, because if you do it in your 5-on-0, then it's going to come naturally in the game. Diana Taurasi, whether it's we flew across the waters for USAB, and had delays and whatever, and nobody wanted to be there, but Diana's out there flying around. And just it's just unbelievable, and it's what I always try to tell people. It's what makes you great. The great ones do that, and her and Sue Bird are two of the best at doing that. So again, nothing but respect there.
I'm going to let Cheryl wrap up the show with final thoughts or final questions, whatever she likes. Thank you to our producer, Brandon Morton. If anybody wants to advertise with the network or the show, you can reach us at talknorthpodcast@gmail.com. And as Cheryl reminded you earlier, please download. It's a better listening experience. Cheryl Reeve.
I just want to thank everybody. I was excited, obviously for, to help the organization, from a giving standpoint, giving of our time and volunteering, but also excited to see Lynx fans, to be able to have a live show and we get out and, we can spend some time together. So I was excited about that, excited to see everyone. Even someone that their battery died on them today and somehow still found a way to be here. So appreciate that. And just we're working hard to get our team together for next season. And as always, you guys are what makes us go. And we can't say enough about your support, being here, and let's keep it going. Thanks for being here.
Thank you to Danielle Robinson. Thank you to Rebekkah Brunson. Thank you to Marney Gellnar. Thank you to Glory Ramsey. Thank you to Shelly Boyum-Breen. Again, Brandon, our producer. And thanks, of course, to Cheryl Reeve for doing a great show and having such a big heart. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. Let's have some fun.